Hey, what's up guys, Houston here, and for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. I'm out here in Fresno at Woodward Park. I like to come over here and hang out when I'm in town. Someone asked me the question, and I'm gonna ask you the question. Would you get a Capital One business credit card? Now, here's what just happened. That where at one point I would not get a Capital One business credit card, and here's the reason why. Because what happens with Capital One, when you get a business credit card, it was reporting on your personal credit as well as the business credit, okay? But what just happened, all right, is that Capital One, the new Spark Business Cash Card, it will no longer be reporting on your personal credit unless you default on it. Okay? So this video is going to be talking about how to get a $50,000 business credit card from Capital One using your business credit. Now, this would be my strategy. If I had challenging credit and I wanted to get funding through Capital One, I would build a relationship with them. And this is how I would build a relationship with them. First, I would open up a personal account. Once I open up a personal account, if I have challenging credit, then I would get a secured credit card through them, okay? So that's two relationships I have with them already, right? Then I would set up my business. I would set up my business and open up a business bank account. If you don't know how to properly set up your business, click the link below. Reach out to Three-Way Funding. We'll do a consultation and walk you through to set up your business. We actually do it for you, so you don't have to waste your time on that tedious stuff, and you can just really focus on the business. So Three-Way Funding will help you through that by clicking the link below. Now, here's the thing about it. Once I open up the personal account, I got my secured credit card, then I would open up the business account, right? All right, now, remember in a previous video, or you probably haven't seen the video, I made a video about getting a Citibank card, and there was one strategy I told you about, getting the Home Depot card, right? I would get one on the business side, and I would get one on the personal side. Now, with the Home Depot card, okay, at Home Depot, you can use those cards to get gift cards to pay your help, right? So what I would do is, depending on the limit on the Home Depot cards, say that they gave you a $1,000 limit, I would use the Home Depot business card, not the credit card, but the business card, and I would get a couple of Visa, MasterCard, prepaid MasterCards, right? It comes in denominations of 25, 50, 100, right? So I probably get maybe about $500 worth of those. Then I would cash those out. And I would deposit that money into my personal Capital One account, then transfer the money from my personal Capital One account into my business account. Also, if I'm working a job, I would take a portion of my income, okay? This is strategy, this game here. Like the pimp said, what's the name, game, that pimp, and I respect him. And this is one of the things that a lot of people don't explain to you about the business credit game. Like, they don't talk about strategy. They talk about the card and what the card can do, but they don't talk to you about how to leverage, right? So this is what my channel is about, teaching you how to leverage. I don't want to just tell you about a card. I want to teach you how to leverage so you make your life better. So please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like, because again, I hope that the game that I'm giving you is going to put you further in a better financial position, okay? So back to what I was saying about Home Depot. So with that Home Depot card, if you don't get the Home Depot business card, I guess you have to use the Home Depot regular card. But get those prepaid cards in those denominations of 50, 25, 50, 100, okay? Then I would cash those out. I would take that money and I would deposit it into my personal Capital One checking account. And then I would transfer the money back over to my business account, and then take the money from my business account and I would pay off the Home Depot. And I would cycle that a couple times. Now, if I have a job, I would take a portion of my income from my job. If it's possible to make a deposit, I would take a portion of it and make a direct deposit with Capital One, okay? Again, it's all about relationships. The more you do to show that you have a relationship with those people, the more you have an advantage of being able to get access to more capital from them, okay? Now, here's some factors that you need to understand in terms of when you're trying to get $50,000 in funding, business credit cards, business lines of credit from Capital One. You have to understand, they look at your income, your debt to income ratio, okay? So there's other data points that they look at, but this is very important. Now, in terms of the amount of time you've been on your job, that can play a factor. So on your personal credit file, if you have retired on there, or you receive SSI or self-employed, you want to take that off of your credit report. Okay, get that off of your credit report. Okay, so when you set up the company, then I don't care if the company is brand new, that's the company you want to have on your personal credit file if you're not currently working for a actual company. You want to have your company on there instead of saying you're on SSI, you're on retirement, or you're self-employed. Don't use those. Use the name of the companies that you actually work for. And because you are the operator of your company, yes, you can put that on your credit report, okay? Now, let's dig deeper into this. So now you have the secured card, you have your personal bank account, right? Okay, now you have your business bank account with Capital One, and now you're recycling money through those accounts, right? So now, once your credit score can get to, like, sometimes here's the thing about it, with Capital One, like, they're funny like this. Like, if you have a 620, they may go ahead and give you a business credit card. It may be a low limit, but they will go ahead and give you a business credit card and see how you manage it. And here's the thing about what people do. They'll get the business credit card, and because it's a low limit, they won't use it. And so the thing about it is you're not showing that you have some type of responsibility or accountability when they're actually giving you money. Yes, it's not a lot of money, but the more you actually use the money and pay it off, now this is activity going on that they're actually looking at this. Because when they go to look at your credit file, your business credit file and stuff, and they're checking in to see, okay, what's his grade on his business credit file? What's the score on his business credit file? And stuff like that. You notice I didn't say anything about net 30s. I didn't say anything about Dun & Bradstreet, okay? So we're not talking about that. We're just talking about a direct relationship with Capital One to get a $50,000 business credit card. And again, like I said, it depends on your debt to income ratio, your income, okay? So those are going to be your two biggest factors, okay? And the more income you have going in and out of your business bank account, again, the higher your credit rating, your business credit rating goes up, okay? So now they start to trust you. And then, now, here's the thing about it. After 6 to 9 months, you have enough activity going on. Now here's something that you can do. I would say I would wait maybe 9 months and see if you qualify for a line of credit. They have working capital loans. Those working capital loans, they say they want you to be in business at least 2 years, okay? But it has been a situation where it had not been 2 years, but because you're constantly having activity, they're willing to say, okay, let's try you and give you X amount. But I would not go directly in to try to get a business loan from any bank. Whether it's Capital One, Citibank, US Bank, Bank of America, I wouldn't try to go get a business loan from them right off the bat. I would stick with the plan, build the relationship. That's what it's all about. And for most people, they jump right in. They try to jump right in. It's just like going on a date. You know, you go on a date, you know, first thing you coming out of your mouth is, so when can I hit it? No, don't do that. On the first day, you look into, hey, did I say something that possibly can get me in for another day? You know, did I do the right things this time to make you feel like you like me? So you have to actually look at this like you're really dating. And for most people, they look at, oh, $50,000 credit line. Again, what happens when you get that $50,000 business credit card? What are you gonna do with it? Most people, again, their plan is, oh, I got this and got that. And no, it ain't. It ain't like that, because here's the thing about it. Yeah, you know how to spend the money, but are you in a position to actually pay that money back? And see, this is where a lot of people fail. Like, they got all this, they have all this business credit, okay? Or people promise them $150,000 in business funding, okay? But at the same time, when they get it, then first thing, well, what am I do with it? So because they don't have a real plan to actually do anything with the money, they start going to the mall, buying shoes, taking trips, staying in nice hotels. So they're doing all of this stuff, right? And so they're having a good time, but still they have no means or no way, no strategy on how to actually pay this money back. That's the reason I tell people, don't focus on the business credit. Focus on the business. Learn how to sell. Learn how to get customers. Learn how to understand, how is this money really going to come back to me? Because people are like, well, I'm going to use the money to flip houses or whatever. Okay, you got a $50,000 credit card, you max it out, you get into this house and everything, and that's your only income. Now you're tied up, the payment comes in, your monthly statement comes in, you have to make the payment, and you ain't got the money to make the payment. Okay, so now you're screwing up your business credit file. Okay, so this is the reason that I tell people, have a plan, have a strategy to make sure that when you're talking about getting business funding, I'm not talking about net 30s and trade lines and stuff like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about real money. I'm talking about Visa, American Express business credit cards. Money that's real tangible that you can use right away. That's what I'm talking about. So understanding that, you definitely want to have a plan in terms of, okay, I got this $50,000. How is this $50,000? How can I leverage this $50,000 to make me money? Okay. So let's go back over the strategy again in terms of how to get a $50,000 Capital One business credit card when I have challenging credit or bad credit and I want to build a relationship with Capital One. Okay, like I said, we open up a personal checking account, then we open up a secured credit card with Capital One, then again we set up our business. Of course, like I said, three-way funding can help you set up your business. You set up the business, you open up a business bank account. Then if you have or don't qualify for a Home Depot card, you use the Home Depot card. You buy a couple of prepaid Visa, MasterCard gift cards cash those out and deposit that into your personal account with Capital One. Transfer the money from Capital One personal account to your business account, and then your business account pay it back to the Home Depot card. So you're cycling money, okay? And then plus, again, like I said, if you have a job, you can ask for a portion of your money to be directly deposited into your Capital One business account. Again, because we're building relationships. We're building relationships. But if you have a job and you still can't do that, again, take a portion of it from your paycheck, deposit it into your personal account, then transfer it over to your business account. Okay? And so with your business account, you want to make your weekly deposits, anywhere from $25 and up. Just constantly making those deposits and stuff. Again, building this relationship, letting them use your money, let them loan out your money and stuff like that. This is how you get to that $50,000 business credit card through Capital One. And like I said, they have the business line and the working capital loans as well. So starting out with the business credit cards first. So I hope that this helps you. This is Houston with Three-Way Funding. Again, please remember to comment, like, and share. Thank you.